So here I am at my winter camp. This will be my home for the next 2 days. Of course, the weather got real ugly, so I'm going to sit here and decide what I'm going to do.
The bush life is a hard life, always preparing for the future while dealing with the present. Scouting for and gathering firewood has now become a mundane task. Not to mention bucking and splitting it, stacking and burning it. I can only imagine the early pioneers in this harsh environment who live these conditions every day. My grandfather was a pioneer, and I am reminded of him and my father's hard life every time I use his axe.
I just spent the last little while bucking up some firewood. I'm always worried about running out in the middle of the night. And what I just did is I took out everything out of my pack that I don't need. And I'm going to go for a little hike. Scout out for a new location for my camp. Set up my trail cam, bait station. I'm always looking for chaga. Well, I found my chaga tree, so I'm just going to harvest a bit of this and head back to camp. That is all the firewood I bucked and split for my wood stove today. I'm curious to see how long it's going to last, 4 or 6 hours. It's hard to say. It's about 7:30 and I was getting a little bit frustrated here. The stove, I had to turn it around so it's facing my bed so it'll be easier to feed it throughout the night. I'm struggling with that stovepipe. The legs, everything's just giving me problems. I still got quite a bit to do before I'm satisfied with it. See, the air intake came off. It is about 9:30 right now. I have 4 flashlights with me and only one's working. All the rest are frozen. My phone is frozen as well. I got it tucked inside my armpit right now. I just had a nice meal of crispy duck, but what's really tasting good right now is this cream of chicken soup. It's warming me up inside. So I am officially inside for the night. It is about 20 after 11, a little bit later than I wanted to stay up. I threw some green wood on my fire outside just in case I get up in the middle of the night. I got this fire blazing in here, and what I'm going to start doing is stripping down to my base layer and start drying all my clothes.
While I slept, the fire slowly died and the bitter cold crept in through any crack or hole it could find. The crisp air slowly enveloped me in a shroud, which would startle me awake. Sometimes even after stoking the fire, I couldn't shake that chill. I would sit with the wood stove blazing and the door wide open until I warmed up enough to doze off.
About 2 o'clock in the morning. It's the second time I've woken up. Just freezing. I just can't seem to warm up. Right now. Well, it's about 4:30 in the morning. I woke up very cold again. Stoked the fire. Now I'm nice and warm. I'll probably drift off here again. I think it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. Decided to make some hot apple cider. It's tasting real good right now. Stove is nice and hot. It's going to finish this drink and go back to bed for a bit. Good morning, guys. Just been spending the last half hour cleaning up inside. It was quite the mess. Just having some hot apple cider. I was going to make breakfast, but I'm kind of running late. And I wish I could say I had the best sleep, but I didn't. I was pretty cold. Really had to stoke that fire all the time to keep warm. Keep in mind, it did get to minus 30 last night. But I made it through. I was making my way back and I spooked this rabbit. And I was very lucky to get a shot on him. So now I got a good meal and some fur.